Okay, welcome back to another video tour of City of Heroes. This time we're going to go to the Rikti War Zone. Our lovely loading screens. And here we are. Our teleporter from the base lands us outside the zone, but that's alright. Here's our position. We got some map badges to get. And we also have a Rikti mothership over there that we're going to be taking a look at. These dots here are pylons that maintain the force field around the ship. We won't be able to take them all out. That takes a few people to do in a speedy manner. And of course we're going to get all but one of the map badges. The one map badge we can't get is going to be dead center at the top of the ship, but with the force field up we won't be able to get it. Because when you make contact with that force field, it basically paralyzes you, then teleports you across the zone away from the ship. So here we are, going for our first badge, right here on the hand of the statue. Ace. Okay. Let's go for our next badge. We'll head off in this direction, then we'll circle back for those. This is what we call a co-op zone. Basically, you should be level 35 minimum in order to be in it. This is a zone where many people like to gather to run mothership raids and attack the ship for the purpose of slaughtering a bunch of Rikti, taking out the giant Rikti war leader. And there's 2 badges you can work on from the ship raids. Each one requires a total of 10. Either 10 kills of the big Rikti boss or 10 bombs planted on the ship during the raid. And here we have our next badge, base jumper. So long. We'll head up here. There's also one history plaque in here that we'll be sure to pick up. Lots of enemies in here to get. We got some council, there's Malta, and of course there's Rikti and some devouring earth as well, if memory serves. Yep, here's the Malta. And our next badge. Right there. Home Wrecker. Alright, let's move onward. We'll head towards this badge over here. This zone is also home to the Lady Grey Task Force. She's a contact inside the Vanguard base. We'll be visiting that one after we take care of all the map badges outside. And somewhere along here is the next map badge. Here we are. Luscious. Okay, let's move on. Go to the next nearest badge. A Vanguard Outpost base, constantly fighting off the Rikti and other enemies of the zone. We'll just keep heading due straight, and we should be coming across our next badge very shortly. Yep, we just found it. Can't quite see it, but that's okay. We don't need to see it as long as it registers. Okay. Next badge coming up. Ah, yes, this is generally where Rikti mothership raids like to gather at this point here. Asunder. And we move on here, and what we're seeing here, this shiny sphere, is actually the force field that protects the mothership. Can't penetrate the field without... The only way to do it is to take down all the pylons. Soloing the pylons is possible, but it takes a lot of time. And by the time you're done, you won't have much time before the pylons respawn and restore the shield. And right down there in the center of that area is a map badge. It is called Unabashed. And unfortunately we can't quite get it while the shield's up. So we're just going to move along. We're going to head in this direction. This here is one of the pylons. Got to take them all down to bring down the shield. So you can see the Rikti war zone definitely looks like a war zone. And we approach the plaque badge. Here it is. Okay. So that's done. Now we swing back in this direction and we'll pick up the next map badge. It's around here somewhere. Here it is. Eyewitness. Let's see. Yeah, from here you really can keep an eye on the crash site. Nice. Okay. Now we head down in this direction and we'll pick up the next map badge. Also, this is the zone where the Vanguard is based out of. You can run a story arc to join the Vanguard. Once you do, you qualify to receive Vanguard merits, which award every time you take down Rikti. Well, maybe, no, we won't say every time, but most of the time. There is a little randomness thrown into it, of course. And let's see, we're approaching our next map badge. Right here. The Junkyard Dog. Okay, now we're going to swing back around and pick up the other badges on the outside of the zone. There is one map badge inside the Vanguard base. It's near one of the Vanguard contacts, and I have a feeling that this character I'm on already has that badge, but we'll find out. Okay, we approach the next badge. Okay, yep. There it is. As you can see, we got a little internal strife here. We got Vanguard and Rikti under fire here. When you get enough Vanguard merits, you can purchase things like Vanguard armor costume pieces, Vanguard weaponry if your character wields weapons, or save up enough merits and you can buy a giant Vanguard mech robot as a temp power. You can only use it once, but then again, that thing's big enough and powerful enough where once ought to be enough. And here's our next badge right there. Trespasser. Yes, we also have Crais forces in this zone too. Rikti invasions do not spawn in this zone, obviously. The Halloween event, you can do trick-or-treating in this zone, but you won't find a zombie invasion occurring in this zone, or the banners spawning either. So this is a good zone to be in if you don't want to bother with those invasions. Okay. Head over here to this badge, and we also have a Architect Entertainment building in this zone too. Our next badge is around right here. Lifesaver. Okay, so let's move along. Take a look at the rest of the zone area here, all the buildings. There's our Architect Entertainment building. It's generally used by those that want to run farms for any alignment character. Since this is a co-op zone, any alignment character can enter it and team up with each other. Now we're going to head for the Vanguard base. The only way in or out of the Vanguard base is coming up right here. Yes, Rikti always like to charge the guns and be destroyed. Over here we have the contact for the Tin Mage Task Force. Let's see if we can get a little data on him. Let's get some info. Okay. And who do we have here? Apex. He's the contact for the Apex Task Force. These are both task forces where you must be an incarnate with your alpha slot activated. Otherwise, you will be basically -8 in terms of power levels compared to the enemies. Okay, so that's them. Let's head on in here. Click on the portal, you get into the base. Around, here we are. Here's Borea, she's one of the Vanguard contacts. Okay, we got some miscellaneous NPCs here. Vid screen where they're giving a mission briefing. Yep, that's about the mothership. Over here we have Levantera. She pretty much starts you on the arc to enter the Vanguard. And there we have this. Also, right now, this is where another map badge would have registered, but I already have it. So, just so you know, this is a badge spot right here where we're at. And of course, you know, both she and Boreas give out nice mission arcs that you can complete. Serpent Drummer, he's another one that they'll introduce you to along the way, and you can get missions from him. You have a Quartermaster here where you can buy enhancers if you need. Over here we have one of a few invention benches in this zone where you can craft inventions for yourself. Combat Medic, get yourself some inspirations. The hospital, this is where you're going to res if you get killed in the zone. This console here, there's one on the other side as well, but this is where you would spend your Vanguard merits to pick up items that you would need. Over here we have a merit vendor for redeeming reward merits. And here we have the Cosmetic Surgeon where you can alter your costume, should you desire. Another invention bench. Over here is the portal that'll take you to the villain side of the game, the Rogue Isles. Here we have the contacts for hero, and over here for villain for adjusting your overall difficulty for your missions. NPC, here's the portal that takes you to the Paragon City zones that we connect to. And then over here we have the Supergroup base portal. Let's see, also if we go up to here, we find a contact. Infernia. She's a survivor of the Omega team that you can rescue in the Lady Grey task force. Her sister Glacia you also get to rescue as well in that same task force. They're definitely glad to be back on Earth. I don't think they're going to want to be dimension traveling for a long time. And over here we have Dark Watcher. He's another mission contact you can get in this zone. But we don't have him unlocked as a contact yet. Here's another Vanguard Merit Redemption console. Oops. And a little misclick on an inspiration, but that's alright. And over here we have another Quartermaster. Here's a trainer where you can train up as well as alter your costume. And here's Lady Grey herself, the commander of the Vanguard. Also, she's the contact for the Lady Grey task force. Lady Grey Task Force is mandatory 8 people on team to start, and you must be level 45 at the least. Okay, and that is a wrap for this tour of this section of City of Heroes. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you on the next tour.